Hi, I'm Deborah Opeyemi Ayanleke, and I operate a food service business here in Ibadan, Nigeria. My organization provides sumptuous meals, small chops, cakes for individuals, families, and corporate bodies for different types of events and occasions. Around April-May 2019, I started to feel an itchy sensation on my back, and in no time, there was an outbreak of sores that became dark spots all over my back. I didn't pay much attention to it initially as I felt it would disappear shortly. Besides, most of my clothes covered my back, so there wasn't going to be any public concern that would arouse my agitation in any way. I wasn't all too bothered. So days, weeks, and months passed with me managing the sores on my back and being hopeful. Little did I know that worse days were looming around the corner. And then by March 2020, the hairline around my neck area became so itchy that the hair started to fall off. I noticed that some parts of my hair weren't growing, and so my hair became uneven. Apparently, the skin issue had begun spreading to other areas of my body, and before I knew it, there was an outbreak on my chest, bust, and then my face. Yes, my face, you heard me. Trust me, you wouldn't want to know what having your face or skin tampered with means. It was at this point I became scared and I was ready to do just anything, medically speaking, for my skin health to be restored. Let me mention here that this was not a hygiene issue. I bathe at least twice a day. I wanted to see a dermatologist badly, but all efforts proved abortive since it was around this time that COVID-19 lockdown took effect in Nigeria, so movement was restricted. Alternatively, I was able to see our family doctor who prescribed treatment. At first, it seems I was responding to treatment, but after 3 weeks, there was a relapse, and from here, the journey to being well began. I sought various medical advice, had appointments with dermatologists, ran some tests, abstained from some foods, used various skincare products, but nothing lasted enough to totally combat it. At a moment, it would be as if I was responding to treatment. Another moment, the whole thing would resurface in full force, worse than it was before. During this period, my hair was shaved to skin at 3 different times. I always had a wig or scarf on. My face became wrinkled with black patches all over. The itchiness would wake me up on some nights and I would scratch my body till I fall asleep again. I dreaded taking my bath because of the pain that came with the sores coming in contact with water. This whole experience took a toll on me psychologically. I lost confidence in myself. I lost focus doing a particular thing for so long, and I couldn't retain so much information. I also didn't want to be among people anymore. I just wanted to stay indoors. All of this had a great negative impact on my business because I just lost interest in everything I was once passionate about. I couldn't get myself to think about self-development or business growth. All I could do at this time was to exist, so my business just hung in there. I was still getting orders, yes. For events where I needed to show up, I would wear heavy makeup to hide the blemishes on my face, and for jobs that didn't require my presence, my staff or family helped out with the deliveries. I craved to be well again, even though it seemed far beyond my reach. I had to tell myself some truths. I said there must be a way out, and this whole thing has got to come to an end, even though I didn't know how and when it would be. I took to finding out personally what this health condition could be. I read some articles and surfed the internet only to find out it was an autoimmune disorder, or we can call it flare. In simple terms, my immune system was fighting itself. And when I understood this, I just had to rest from being agitated because there was really no treatment for it as it were. Thankfully, I had a great support system all through. Living through those rather long days, it was certain I enjoyed divine grace. Also, my family and friends built confidence in me. They helped me find ways to endure the tough times. And even though I didn't know when everything was going to end, they cared enough to make me see and feel I still had some worth. Those unending days and the trauma that accompanied them came to an end. Yes, they did. And the beautiful thing is that I didn't even know when the exact time the miracle happened. I just noticed sometimes around August, September 2022 that my body wasn't itchy anymore and the spots started disappearing, to the extent that those around me began to notice and comment, and the painful journey of about 3 years came to a beautiful end.